What is going on, sexy felines? My name is Michelle, and because I'm a Warframe YouTuber, I am desperate for views. I am so desperate for views that I will do anything to get some views because Warframe won't do it for me. Now recently I found a trend with videos that I think is very interesting, and it's getting a lot of views, which is good. And it's making videos that aren't necessarily reviews or builds, it's rather making videos that get people a little bit upset. You know, talking about things that aren't all that popular, so I figured we'd try that. Now the problem is that I'm not really that good at making that content. So that's why I went out to Twitter, to Twitch, and Discord to ask you for your unpopular Warframe opinions. And today, the time is here. Today, the time has come. The time has come for 1 hour, 1 full hour of unpopular Warframe opinions. If this doesn't get me any views, I don't know what will. Also, we have the winner for the last Prime Access right here. I've sent your name to Warframe and it will be coming up soon. But without further ado, let's actually get right into the unpopular opinions. Alright, so we have the clock right here. It's almost 2:05 on this clock, so when it gets to 3:05, we have officially done 1 hour of unpopular opinions, so that's our clock there. We're not going to edit this, I'm not going to cut this in any sense of the way, we're just going to sit through 1 hour of unpopular opinions. If you make it to the end, there will be a little bit of a thing for you, because I don't want you guys to leave empty-handed, so make sure you stick to the end. Don't watch me skip this. I want to see that watch time to be entirely perfect, okay? Don't skip to the end. Even though there will be a timestamp probably in the description. Because I don't want to, like, do this to you. Anyway, one more thing is that this show is sponsored, as always, by Cedric Brand Energy Soda. Get energized. Your #1 energy soda, as seen on Casino Galeos Unpopular Opinion. Go follow Casino. That's, he's originally made this thing. And I just said, I'll do 1 hour of it. By the way, I know that this is water coming out of the energy soda can into a wine glass. Makes a lot of sense, but then again, this channel doesn't make a lot of sense. You just don't know what you're in for. Unless you do. Anyway, let's get started. Good water. It's been sitting there for a couple of days, because I was supposed to record this earlier, but we're doing this now. We have our entire list of unpopular opinions. Let's get right into the opinions. First one. Mesa Prime is Prime junk. I'm probably not going to take a sip every time. Every time you mistype your email or password on the login screen, your Warframe has to shake his head in disappointment. Actually, I would quite like that. Then again, I mistype it a lot. Okay, Mesa's butt buffs were the best quality Warframe content in 2018. Mesa's butt needs to be nerfed as it is too OP. Mesa's butt needs to be buffed, as third time is indeed the charm. These opinions are from many different people, so sometimes they just don't agree with each other. Get used to it. Tenno Live should not reveal new updates, but instead show unsuspecting random players' gameplay as to be truly the live Tenno experience. Yes. Can you imagine just like all these people just watching like someone just fuck around the orbiter? Thumbs up for me. Open world in Warframe sucks. Open world should be the only content in Warframe. Open world bounties should remove Arcwing and K-Drive, so that everyone has to run between objectives. Consequently, fighting needs to be removed, so that a bounty is just a long walk at medium speed to admire the landscape. 100% agree. Like, look at that beautiful, beautiful plains rework. Would you not want to see that and just like walk around that? Beautiful. Konsu should be away from his post every once in a while to get his famous lunch. Status vendors should be away from their stands during nighttime to allow them some sleep. I mean, can you imagine how horrible that is to just have to stand there 24/7? I kind of agree with this. The plains of Eidolon needs to feature a wild herds of Oberon grazing through the grasslands. Always love looking at my Oberon. You should be able to hunt Severs and turn them in by the business to get conservation standing. God damn, this is great. These are actually great, man. Yes, please. Sever remains coming after you. Registered Warframe. Ooh, this is about me. Or all content creators. Registered Warframe content creators need to have their entire inventory wiped every month to make them closer to the new player audience and to keep them having something to do. Wow. You should be able to switch teleport your teammates out of extraction zones so that you can get to extraction quicker. Loki should have an infinite switch teleport range so that you can teleport straight from the start right to extraction in one single cast. If that would happen, that would just literally destroy Driftframe. Might be useful for like rescue missions though. Radial disarm should have a 15% chance of accidentally disarming team members. Oh yeah. Nightwave. Oh, we're getting to Nightwave. Nightwave isn't as healthy for the game as people think. Nightwave. We're getting into some real unpopular things. Nightwave challenges are perfectly balanced, and doing 5 sorties in a week is something totally doable in just a few hours. A cheers to that. A cheers to that. Nora Knight needs to introduce a song request feature so that Tenno can request songs that will play in all player orbiters. Also, this cannot be turned off, and 10-hour extended versions of songs should be allowed. Nora Knight should replace the Lotus as the new Space Mom. A cheers to that. A cheers to that. I'll take anyone over Lotus. If you listen close enough, Corrupted Captain 4 is actually speaking the truth to us in his famous speech. I'm not going to recount it, but yeah. Listen closely to the imposter that knows nothing about the Void, and I think you can kind of agree to this. Void keys and Corpus Void keys need to be introduced to open doors in the Void, akin to the Derelict Vaults, that will create a side mission for a Prime part. Actually, this is a really good idea. I don't know how this is unpopular, but actually that's a pretty good idea. I like that. Eidolons are the closest thing we have right now to rewarding raid boss-like design. And the best way to make it worthwhile would be to remove the time gate, add in some mechanics from the exploder, and have an actual gear check besides amps and radiation damage. I mean, a way to make that unpopular is Eidolons should require arc guns to take them down. That'd be horrible. That'd be absolutely horrible. I wouldn't like that. But no, I agree. Eidolons are pretty good. I like them, and we could do more of them. But yeah, Eidolons need to be removed from the game. Oh, here we go. Eidolons need to be removed from the game as they come too close to something like Endgame, which Warframe can never have. You heard it here first. The time window to fight Eidolons needs to be shortened to give overworked Eidolons more time to rest. I agree. It's a horrible conditions. I've been doing like Tridolons. You do 3 Tridolons a night. It's like 9 Eidolons being like slaughtered every day, every night, like just by one player. It's a horrible sleep schedule, man. Like, give them some time. In order to keep the power balance amongst Eidolons fair, the next Eidolon boss should be a Fumbalist. Oh no, with small Terrorless assisting it. Yay to sentient equality. Like the Fumbalist, like one of those tiny little drones, and you have the Terrorless. I'd love to see that. We will never get to see the flying Eidolon in game. Yeah. You wouldn't like the flying Eidolon anyway because of Arcwing. True as well. They need to introduce a nightmare mode for Eidolon hunting, including modifiers like melee only, Arcwing only, and Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire needs to be returned as a nightmare mode. Warframe should have unannounced Friendly Fire Actually, I'd like this more. I haven't even said it, but okay. Warframe should have unannounced Friendly Fire weekends, where suddenly everyone, in all missions, is subject to Friendly Fire. Can I just say that's a brilliant idea? You know, just... You're out there, doing a defense or so, all of a sudden, boom, your teammate dies. Don't announce it, just let them die. Let them die. Oh shit, oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be the most unpopular so far. Conclave can be fun. Poor Conclave. In order to make Conclave more popular, Warframe needs to lock off the rest of the game for an entire month so that people can be introduced to it. Yes. The Sevalon Capture Conclave mode needs to become a game-wide PvP mode, where players can capture other people's Ordis and steal him. Ooh, what would you do with multiple Ordis? Ordis. What's the plural of Ordis? I don't know. Ordai? Orde? Warframe should make Stalker stronger and more relevant in the story again. I agree. I fully agree. The Stalker should have his own Stalker that has a 0.5 chance of spawning when the Stalker spawns on you. Ooh. Yes, actually. Can you imagine? I'm your reckoning. Stalker spawns. And then I'm your reckoning. And you just have like, maybe that Stalker should have a Stalker too. And you just have like 10 Stalkers that are all like stalking each other. And you're just sitting there like, yes, this is perfectly fine. Stalker should become an acquirable Warframe that's just a shittier version of base Excalibur. Yes, please. I mean, I know of some people that would really love to have a Stalker as a Warframe, but then just making shittier than Excalibur. Be like, yeah, you can get him, but he's not going to be useful. Players must be offered a choice to side with the Stalker and become one of the Acolytes. Chroma's third ability should be a channel ability. Chroma should be able to rotate elements. Chroma's fourth should be changed so that he can fly like Hildren. Fly my dragon. Chroma should live up to his name and consume 95% of the user's memory when equipped. Yes, because Warframe planes ain't consuming enough of my memory yet. Open world in Warframe doesn't feel like an open world and more like a big map. That's because it basically is. Oh, and there's a solution here. Warframe should make open worlds bigger by scaling down Warframes by a scale of 10. Yes, please. Scale Warframes down by a scale of 10. Will our weapons be scaled down? I don't know. Maybe we'll just have like big giant weapons. During rush hours, the planes of Eidolon and the planes of Venus should enforce speed limits on Arcwings, K-drives, and running as to prevent accidents. Heck is the most overrated piece of equipment in the entire game. Warframe should automatically replace any weapon that is formatted over 20 times, so more than 20 forms in it, with a rank 0 Mark 1 Breton to remind players of their origin and give them their lives back. Warframe's endgame is waiting, especially since endgame is out already. Warframe needs to introduce an endgame mode, which will be a 6-hour-long survival, followed by a 6-hour-long defense, and then a 6-hour-long defection, after which players receive a special button named Endgame, which will delete their account when clicked so that they can officially end the game. Oh boy. Warframe should release Warframe 2, which will solely consist of endgame content and should be sold for the price of 2 AAA titles. How long are we on? 18 minutes? Damn. Nightwave feels terrible if Warframe isn't your main game. Nightwave challenges should be increased in difficulty, like to do every single mission in the star chart in one single day, or to farm every single Warframe. Like, I know people are already complaining about doing 16-minute survivals. Can you imagine? Farm every single Warframe in 1 week. Good job on that. It's empty. Hold on. Luckily, I got my supply of soda or water. I don't know if you guys like the ASMR, so I'll just do it away from the microphones because I can't edit. Otherwise, you'll complain that I haven't done enough. All right, let's see. Nightwave needs some sacrifice challenges, like deleting a faulted Prime Warframe or deleting your entire Warframe account. Yes. Nightwave challenge for 1,000 standing. Delete your Warframe account. Upon completion of the sortie, the player should be forcibly logged out of Warframe and restricted from logging back in until the next day, in accordance to the French definition of sortie being exit. Like, how can you do a sortie without exiting? Alright, Warframe sorties feature way too little Arcwing and defense missions. Yes, we just need Arcwing defense. All 3 missions, Arcwing defense. Sortie defense targets should run around more and try to jump into every possible line of fire to make sorties more interesting. Alternatively, we could use low-rank players, around Master Rank 0 to 2, who fail a mission, and they shall be placed in a sortie defense as the defense targets. Defense targets should be subject to friendly fire as to make the game feel more realistic. Legendary cores should have their drop chance in sorties lowered in order to be considered truly legendary. Oh my god. Warframe should be reported for using drugs to upgrade their mods. Yeah. You don't know what that endo is, eh? Aeons and Ashes statues should decay over time in the exact same way that pineapples decay. Mesa's Peacemaker ability, which is her 4th, should only target 6 enemies, similar to Ash's Bladestorm, and it should have a 25-second cooldown before repeated use. Ooh. Warframe abilities should have cooldown timers. Excalibur Umbra must be taken out of the sacrifice quest as a reward, and out of the player's inventories as well, so that you can buy him and the Umbral mods with real money, along with the Umbral Noggle, Umbral Forma, and 4,000 platinum. Wow. Excalibur Umbra should go rogue from time to time and start shaking Warframes in desperate attempts to communicate with them. It's like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Wake up! Actually, that would make more sense because they never explain what happened to the other Warframes. Also, if you're watching an hour long of Unpopular Opinions, if you have the time for that, I'm going to assume that you also have the time to like play through the Warframe quest. So I'm not afraid to like ditch out some spoilers here, because otherwise go play Warframe right now. Umbral mods should have these. Umbral mods should have the same sentience as Excalibur Umbra has, and like disappear from your inventory whenever they feel like. They're just like, yeah, today I'm not feeling like being your mod build. Oh my god, your mod build is horrible. I don't want to be in this. The Umbral Forma. Ooh, we're touching all the Umbras. The Umbral Forma should have a 24-hour decay, like Argon Crystal, in order to speed up the decision on which item to install it. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. I don't have installed it yet because I just don't know. Excalibur Umbra should have reworked ability set. Should have a reworked ability set that works in the same theme as Excalibur, but they aren't the same abilities. Trinity's abilities need to be reworked. Oh, we're getting some real meat here. This might actually be unpopular. Trinity needs to be removed from the game. Trinity needs to be buffed and made the only healing Warframe. Hold on. Trinity needs to be buffed and made the only healing Warframe again in order to bring Warframe back to the good old days. A cheers to the good old days. Trinity should be reworked into an overpowered AoE attack Warframe without healing abilities to shut the community up about her being an OP healer. Oberon is actually a better healer than... No. We're not going to talk about that. Let's move on. Oh, yeah. Oberon and Titania should be able to hook up together and make little baby Warframe fairies. Hydroid should be the strongest damage frame. Tribal, is he not? Is he not? I thought he was. Hydroid should only be able to move in water like Aquaman. Hydroid's tentacle swarm should be pixelated in order to not accidentally arouse a part of the player base. Hydroid should be able to swim around the plains of Venus and Eidolon through their canals and rivers. Probably faster than the way that we do right now with Sharkwing. Because that's horrible. Warframe, you had one chance. You know? I'm a swimmer, alright? Water is like, that's me, okay? You put swimming in the game, and then you made it horrible. I hate it. Fold should require a recharge between and during missions to keep running. Warframe needs to have Tesla superchargers in their missions to recharge faults. Can you imagine? It's like this station where just like you have like 5 faults like charging up. When cast on dead enemies, Fault Shock should have a 45% chance of reviving a dead enemy. Makes sense actually. Hanao has to become an assassination mission on Lua. Hanao needs to officially become Space Daddy and randomly pop up to say very dramatic lines. Oh my god. He'll just like come up. An assassination mission, he'll just like encourage like Till Regger or Captain 4 to like take you down. Sentients should be legally allowed to leave the game if no one fights them for 15 minutes. You remember years ago when it said that Sentients were going to be this new faction in Warframe? How much have we fought them? I'd say not much. Sharkwing, oh my god, here we go. Sharkwing is objectively the best thing to happen to Warframe. No, it's not. But I gotta say right now that it is. So Sharkwing is officially the best thing to happen to Warframe. Sharkwing travel speeds, Sharkwing travel speeds need to slow down in order to admire the underwater landscape. Sharkwing should be susceptible to debris buildup, like seaweed, in their engines, and malfunction from time to time. Sharkwing should introduce an air reduction mode like Super Mario 64, where if you stay too long underwater, you die. Actually, I'm probably not going to take more sips from this, because I think like I'm like drinking this a lot. Someone will probably have counted the amount of times that I'm sipping from this. Maybe I'll do like 5 more times like that. Good luck trying to count. Also, I'm doing all these side things because, I mean... so many opinions. Excalibur should get his super jump ability back. Enemies affected by Seren Spores should gain immunity to it the longer the mission lasts. Every time you log into Warframe, the man in the wall should be programmed to kill and take the place of your operator forever. The only way to get rid of him would be to create a new Warframe account. So if your operator has been taken down, you gotta create a new Warframe account. To prevent him from taking over is by searching every nook and cranny of the ship to make him disappear every time you log in. Jen, you're so savage, man. I like it. Give more consequence to the man in the wall, even though we don't know what the man in the wall is. In order to get rid of the man in the wall, we should destroy every single wall in the Warframe universe. The man in the wall is just a lonely, misunderstood boy that needs our love. Your Warframe and operator should switch roles every mission to make for an equal division of tasks. Warframe's like, now I'm going to control you. Now you go out. I would quite like that. I mean, like imagine the operator with like Warframe abilities. Yeah. I so realized I had this thing. Centering Grand Energy Soda. Get energized. I'm gonna need that energy. With the introduction of Warframe sentience for the sacrifice, Warframe should have days where they just refuse to go out on missions because they made other plans. Every time you die, half of your resources should be removed, and your Warframe's level should be reduced by 10 each time you are down. Resources should randomly lower in number in order to reflect you forgetting where they are due to bad organization of your room. Don't lie to me. We all do it. So you're not always going to have all the resources you officially have because, you're just going to lose them. The loader should require a 50%. Hold on. The loader should require 50% of your acquired items for taxes and service costs. It's like, where the hell does she pay this from? Like, what kind of organization is behind the Lotus? It's like, she's bringing in life support? How did she get that? The biggest questions in the Warframe universe? That's them. Warframe needs to do frequent workouts to stay in shape. In order to keep this realistic, 30% of the gameplay should be repeated workouts. 60% should be dedicated rest, and 10% should be the actual fighting. Enjoy your Warframe now. Enjoy your Warframe. We no longer have stamina, but we got training now. If a Warframe dies in a mission and runs out of revives, upon completion of the mission, the other Warframe should stand in line and mourn the loss of a fallen Tenno. Aww. The first player, the first player and Warframe, so like the first player and the Warframe that they played, to have ever died should have a statue in the relays as the very first sacrifice. That would be a really nice touch, actually. After failing a mission or going down a certain number of times, encouraging mission. Hold on. This was actually pretty good. This was actually pretty good. After failing a mission or going down a certain number of times, encouraging messages like, "You can do it! The Lotus believes in you!" or "Clem Grakata" should pop up to motivate the player. "Don't worry, you're not so bad. You can do it. It's not too hard. Make it your life goal to complete this mission. At least it's not Mercury." Oh my god. Leveling your mod should not require endo, but forma, where one level requires one forma, and level 2 requires 2 forma, etc, etc. If you want to get 100 forma in your build to get that beautiful Tafia Corsair glyph, you gotta put 100 forma to the final level. How many forma would that be if every single one would like increase? It's like level 1 is 1 forma, then 2, then 3. How many of which would be if you like put in 100? I don't know. Oh wait, this was to level mods. Damn, I thought it was to like forma builds. I agree. I mean, yeah. Warframe needs to introduce the rest of the forma variations for the Tenno as to complete the forma jigsaw puzzle. The Umbral forma should not be a real forma, as its piece seems very unrealistic to fit into a jigsaw puzzle. With that, the Aura mod, the Aura mod forma should also not be a forma, cause it just looks so weird. Is it an edge piece? It's a middle piece. It's like, come on, Warframe. I like puzzling, so come on, give me something. The only good part of farming is the occasional potato, if you're lucky. Harvests are often poor. I know. We should be able to put Orokin reactors and catalysts in the ground to cultivate them and harvest more of them, like the potatoes that they are. TennoCon should sell reactor and catalyst French fries made from Warframe potatoes. Yes, please. I don't think they've had it. I've been there 2 times. I don't think they've had it. Valkyr should be able to fish with her Ripline ability. Valkyr is a mid-tier frame, not a low-tier frame. Ouch. Warframe needs to be subjected to a tiering system to decide their overall power and usefulness. This tiering system must be based on a community opinion every single month. So how do you like these Warframes now? Well, yeah, we'll see. Damn, I'm getting hungry as well. But what time are we on? We're half an hour in? I think we're half an hour in almost. Damn. I don't even think we're halfway through all of this. We're just gonna go for an hour, okay? We're just gonna go for an hour, and then when that time hits 1 hour, and then we'll quit. Once you enter your dojo, all your weapons, including your amp, should be taken off your character, as well as your power should be nullified. So that's okay. Hold on. This is a bit funny formatted, but I can go through this. Okay, I can do it. I believe in the power of Centric Brand Energy Soda. I got this. Once you enter your dojo, all of your weapons, including your amp, should be taken off your character, or your Warframe. Also, your powers should be nullified, so that the Stalker can enter the dojo, try and kill you, and allow him to destroy every single decoration you've made. All previously infested resources and platinum will then be the prize for defeating him. If the clan leader is killed by the Stalker, then the Stalker shall be appointed as the new clan leader. Wow. Again, I'm drinking so much water. Damn it. I'll just hold it like this. Just hold it like that. That'd be a cool thumbnail. Alright. Dojos should be open to Fomorian attacks. Warframe's air travel security needs to be improved, and every mission should have at least 30 minutes of prior security checks of your carried weapons and paperwork approval of carrying those in commercial airspace. I mean, that's you know that's what Warframe would be like if it was real, right? Hydra's tentacles should hurt him and his teammates, and if they're killed, they should drop all of their resources. Yes. Well, maybe that'd be exploitable actually. Like, if Hydroid increases the loot, and you die by Hydroid's attack, then wouldn't you spawn more loot? And if you like respawn to pick everything up, then you should get more loot. I'm all in for this. Hydroid Prime is going to be folded before we see his Prime trailer. Even though it's almost had a god damn it. Even though it's almost had a 2-year production time, Hydra's Prime trailer will most likely be a disappointment. Yeah, I don't know how extensive they want to like make that, but yeah. Still not here. Down players should drop all of their resources and weapons for others to pick up, like it is in Fortnite. Warframe should introduce a Battle Royale mode called Fortunite or Obex Legends. Please yes, or please no. I've heard both arguments. Bunny ears should be permanent in Warframe, and if you equip them once, you should never be able to unequip them. Ephemera, I think I said it right. Ephemera is too easy to pronounce, and we need more complicated words in Warframe. Orders needs to have voice packs. Orders needs to have regular updates during which you cannot turn them off or restart them, or have to wait for the update to fully install. Every time you enter the game, Orders should ask whether you agree to his data sharing policies to be in accordance with EU regulation. Clem should be removed from the game due to EU regulation. Yes! Clem is a meme. Memes are no longer allowed. Actually, Clem should remove the EU due to their stupid and preposterous regulation. Yes, if I have to choose for the Clem and the EU, I'm sorry, but Clem still allows videos. So good on you, Clem. I'll choose you. The new war should be set against the EU and their Article 13, as defending social media and our memes has far greater precedent than some unreliable Lotus. With that, it is time to start the Clan Wars. Barracuteer needs to be officially renamed to Baby Burrow. Yes! Burrow should occasionally just sit down, as requiring him to stand for 3 days straight is inhumane. We should be able to encounter Barrow Key on occasional void missions. Yes! Can you imagine? You're just like running around, you just see like a Burrow like sprinting away from like a bunch of like heavy gunners. And he's like, yeah, Tenno, I got my stuff. I'll see you next Friday. You take care of these, right? I love that. I would love that. Burrow needs more love. Absolutely. Credits, ducats, and platinum should be subjected to currency fluctuations. Void keys should be reintroduced as the way to open a relic without doing a mission. Yes, that brings an entirely new idea. It's like cracking void keys. Got my void key, I got my relic, boom, prime parts, boom, prime part. You just sit there for hours, just like cracking relics. Orbiter should feature large refrigerator to store all our relic cabbages. Warframe should have their health bars occasionally lowered to reflect a sick day where they do not feel 100%. Void fissures should have a 0.5% chance to turn into black holes and consume everything in their proximity. Alan Fee's chronological timeline is absolutely fine and has no problems at all. Captain 4 needs to make up his mind as to when he actually dies. Meta or overused Warframes should occasionally refuse to do a mission when they're... Meta or overused Warframes should occasionally refuse to do a mission where they're generally being used a lot for, because they don't feel special anymore. Yeah, I've seen so much chromas there. You're not taking me from me. I don't feel special. Snowflake Warframes, oh my god. I mean, the OG Snowflake Warframe should be Frost, but yeah. Ember should require solar panels instead of burning fire to stay in line with new environmental guidelines. Wisp ability set is totally fine and makes a lot of sense. Thanks to Wisp for the ability, she needs to be renamed to Ember 2. In order to keep Warframe being played about as much, every other week players should be forced to play with their least used frame. So it's like, we gotta like equal the stats. Now, you gotta play with Limbo. Now, you gotta play with Sever. Or Atlas. Actually, Atlas needs some love. Please! Justice to Atlas. Atlas is in a bad state right now, even though he doesn't deserve to be. But yeah. The dev stream should be changed to reflect a real live stream of developer work, including long meetings, minuscule pixel adjustment, and hours of code reviewing to find that one error that causes a bug. I'd watch that. I'd watch that totally over a roadmap, which... as to right now, it's not coming out. But yeah. In the case of a year where DE doesn't really wow their community, there should be a petition to change their name from Digital Extremes to Digital Mediocrities. Alright. Warframe's deluxe skin needs to constantly change on a bi-weekly basis to reflect the fast-moving trends in fashion. Regular Rhino's iron skin looks far better than it did before. Even though they absolutely murdered my boy. I'm so sorry. Absent chat for Rhino. In order to keep the Warframe player base up to standards, there should be a yearly Warframe Hunger Games, where players are pitched against each other, and if you lose, your account will be deleted. Warframe sign-up page should say, sign up to become a registered loser. To spice up the game, Warframe needs its own Thanos to make half of the Warframes disappear. I think we should kind of speed things up, because we start at 5. Yeah, we're closing in on 40 minutes. All right, let's speed some up. So, Nova's second and fourth ability should kill teammates, companions, as well as objectives in defense missions. Yes, Nova's teleport ability should only have a 50%. Nova's teleport ability should have a 50% chance of being teleported to a random spot on the map due to how unstable teleportation should be. Oh, here we go. Fuban, Ash, Loki, Trinity, Ember, very unpopular. No, you don't get to hate Nidus. Nidus, no. Nidus is nice. But yeah, Fuban, Ash, Loki, Trinity, Ember. There you go. Most unpopular part of the entire series. Nidus should slowly infect other Warframes in your arsenal, much more than just the infested cyst. You know, just like your Warframes all of a sudden be like completely infested. Hell yeah. The space herpes should be permanent without regard for fashion. Fult's deluxe skin is the most beautiful skin ever created. Excalibur Umbra should live up to the name of Umbra. That means that if he walks in the shadows, he will just be Excalibur Umbra. But when he walks into the light, he should turn into a regular Excalibur. Because there's no Umbra in light. No Umbra in light. I hate to break this to you, But we were the bad guys in Shipment of Regger. We were. We absolutely were. Even though we're fighting Nathaniel and Fortuna for being motivated only by profit, we have never done a single mission for the Solaris where we did not get rewarded by credits. Damn, that's right. Instead of earning rewards from Fortuna bounties, we should live up to our Tenno honor and pay the Solaris to do our bounties. Warframe's PvP is in a perfect state as it is right now. A cheers. Even though we're fighting Navanyo... Oh, wait, I already read that. Let's see, where are we? There we go. The War Within should require a certain amount of hours played in Conclave, so that players at least have the slightest clue as to who Teshin is when he betrays them. Yeah, I mean, like, when I played the War Within, I was like, yo, I don't know who you are, but I guess you're some important figure. Then again, afterwards, I really liked Teshin, but I never knew about him before that. So, yeah. All the spoilers... Here we go, this has already said this. I think I put this in here, just to like make sure that you guys would not be like upset. All the spoilers in this video are completely justified, because if you have the time to listen to 1 hour of unpopular Warframe opinions, you have the time to complete all of the quests. As long as we don't have a Nidus quest that goes in depth on the lore behind Nidus and the Infested Room, which are still unexplored, the infestational orbiter should grow bigger and bigger every single day, resulting in either DE having to release the quest of Nidus or our orbiters being entirely consumed and converted to the infestation. Yes, let's put a time crunch on that. I need to know what this infestation is. I can't sleep at night knowing that this door looks like that. It's horrible. It creeps me out. But there's more to it. Because if you've seen this in the sacrifice quest, that's that chair, okay? That's that chair. You know that. So, you know, I never understood why Nidus, being such an interesting Warframe, never got its own quest. He still needs to get it. Get on it, Warframe. Get on it. Just like the Kingpin system and Gas City. It's not out yet. And I don't know, more things. Sentience being artificially intelligent machines, which what they are, of being artificially intelligent machines of war that achieve singularity, should never be able to be defeated by us in any likely scenario. I mean, honestly, yeah, that's true. We should never be able to defeat the Sentients if they're AI war machines that have achieved singularity. Sentients should have long since hacked Orders and turned them against us. The War Within is more of a dream than the Second Dream. And the Second Dream has more wars within than the War Within. It's so true though. It's like the War Within, we have like this dream where we go into and then we come out of it. It's not happening in real time, it's a dream. And then the Second Dream we have like the Lotus struggling with herself. We have Fee struggling to be like the good guy or the bad guy. Then we have Teshin. Is Teshin there struggling to like Teshin also like, do you trust Lotus or not? And then you have the Stalker fighting in amongst himself, like should he fight, should he like kill you or not? And then you have you who finds out that like you're not you. It's much more of a War Within, and then like yeah. Rename those quests. Cheers to that. We don't actually sacrifice anything in the sacrifice. Dude, these quest names are horrible. Like, we really don't sacrifice anything in the sacrifice quest. Change your quest names. Name it to, I'm chasing some special Excalibur. Yeah. Chasing some special Excalibur. And stabbing Space Dad. That should be the new name of the quest. Kubrow and Kafat segments should be separated in the orbiter, as those two species don't go well together. I will not revive your downed companion. Everything was better when Carrier was the only sentinel with vacuum. Worm Prime should be the only companion people can use. When asked in 2013 what the pinnacle of this new space ninja game called Warframe would be, people would have totally said, hours of fishing and conserving animals. K-drives are not that popular. I don't like clam. Actually, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the middle. But yeah, it's an unpopular opinion. I don't like Clem. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what did I do? Why am I doing this? Alright. With Clem being a failed Grenier clone with multiple physical deformities, his lifespan should be significantly shorter than the short lifespan of an average Grenier. Yeah, he should have been dead long ago, actually. Clem needs an artist storyline where you get a Grakata melee weapon, which is just a Grakata that we can hit enemies with. Take that, buff! Yes, please. Nerves are necessary to the overall health of the game as a whole. Buffing everything doesn't work. The Warframe community should make up its mind as to whether it wants easy content and no nerfs, or hard content in endgame. Wanting nerfs and no endgame makes no sense. Actually, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's like, yeah, I want things to be easy. But yeah, make this thing less effective. Because you want it harder? I don't know. Every month, all Warframe players around the world should not log in for a single day, so that we can give the Lotus a well-deserved day off. You should be able to restart a Warframe account and tell the Lotus from the start that you don't trust her shady ass. I don't trust her at all. I am Tenno. I am the Lotus. I will get you. I don't trust you. Get out of here. Get out of here. You'll betray me. Why do I trust you? What do you have? What do you have on me? Okay? Like, give me a reason to trust you. You're just here. I just woke up. You're the first person I see. Should I trust the first person I see? I don't think so. Bitch, you're gonna betray me for your hot boyfriend, and then you're gonna dump him, and then I'm gonna have to deal with all the mess. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like that. Nope. I'd rather go with 4. He wants to make babies with me. He says it in the very first quest. It makes no sense. Look up the lines. Oh my god, Warframe can be so weird sometimes. Alright, Seven on Samaris has an accurate perception of personal space. He really does. So like, according to that, we're just gonna be doing the rest of the video like this. Tenno, how are you doing? Welcome to the sanctuary. Actually, no. I'm just gonna creep people out. There we go. We have everything in the picture again. There should be affinity gain stats on Rivens that will allow a weapon to gain affinity at a faster rate, or as a slower rate. If the affinity gain becomes negative, the weapon will lose ranks and rank up the enemies. The way to make arbitrations harder is to lengthen the reward cycle. Not a recycle. The way to... hold on, let me do this with a wine glass. The way to make arbitrations harder is to lengthen the reward cycle to once every 20 minutes instead of 10, which makes it ideal to watch a single anime episode before having to pay attention as to what reward you'll get. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. I can just, like, go in, find an episode, watch it, and then, like, oh yeah, let me select a reward, let me watch the reward, see that I'll have that, and then continue on and click on the next episode. Almost there. It's like, what, 50 more minutes? Damn. I thought this would be way easier. I don't know. Like I did 2-hour streams, but whatever. Almost there. Arbitration should start out at level 200 and double in level each rotation, and every drop should be once an hour? Oh my god. Tribal, no. I already get bored after 10 minutes of arbitrations. The personal quarters came nowhere near the expectations of what the third orbiter door would reveal. That's true. When doing missions, players should account for the distance they travel and plan fuel stops accordingly to keep their Lisette going. Similar to Argon, all resources should have decay time, as naturally, resources will decay over time. Players should be able to allocate part of their hard drive for Riven data, to allow them to have more than 90 Rivens. I'm pretty sure there'll be people that will just buy like 10 terabyte hard drives and be like, that's for my Riven data. Put all the Rivens on there. The Kuva Fortress features way too little Kuva to be called the Kuva Fortress. So true. With the speed of the day and night cycles on the plains of Eidolon, we should celebrate Christmas more than once every single year in Warframe. Wild Frenzy should be able to be put on trained Garkadas. Can you imagine? Like, Wild Frenzy is like the fire rate mod. Like, the increased fire rate on that. Damn. After a number of failed syndicate assassination attempts, opposing syndicates should try to bribe you to their side. It's like, hey Tenno, I was seeing that you were mighty strong. What does Suda pay you? Okay, because I think we can double it, and you can get to go after other Tenno. Maybe Mastering Ones, maybe Lokis, maybe Ashes. You know, you can take the trash out. We'll do that. We'll do that. You want to join us? You want to join us? I mean, I'll probably take an offer like that. Because their assassination squads are freaking horrendous, okay? They're horrible. They're horrible. Also, I think we have like 10 minutes to go. I shouldn't drink more water. I'm just... See, the thing is, I'm hungry as fuck. Like, water is the only thing I can consume. I'm gonna get something to eat right after this. Alright, syndicates should have their members walking around relays, making passive-aggressive comments to their opposing syndicates as they walk by. Yes, make the relays more lively. It's like they're just walking by. Suda can't even comprehend things. I don't even know. Not in the mood to be improvising at the moment. Let's keep on going. Relays are one giant construction project that are never going to be finished. It will never be. I don't know if you guys go up into the relay much, but there's like a walled off section where like it shows that like there's going to be something new. In all those years, we haven't seen something new. When placing a glyph near NPCs in Warframe, they should begin to study it as though it's an alien language. Thermia Fractured should offer a side activity where you hunt animals to host a late-night campfire barbecue to increase morale with the Solaris. Maruz Bazaar should have a fluctuating price of endo that you will receive from Aeton statues based on the overall supply and demand of Aetons. It's like, well, Tenno, today we've had like a bunch of Tenno handed in Aetons. I'm only gonna give you 2 endo for this. Login reward transmissions should get more judgmental the more time there's between logins. Oh, you still play this game? Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, so you're still alive. Oh. Oh, hey, it's the guy that never shows up. Damn, yes, I mean, there's such an opportunity with these login transmissions. Yes. I encourage players to log into Warframe by guilt-tripping them when they can't log in. Perfect. TennoCon should feature a Stalker, Sanuka Hunter, or G3 that will ambush visitors and tag them if they fail to defeat them. Octavia should have a 10% chance of generating such a catchy beat that all the enemies will turn around and dance to the rhythm, as is often seen in musical films. They'll just do like one major song, and then like at the end of it there will be like an explosion, and they all die. Bungie and BioWare should merge with DE to make the ultimate looter shooter for Steam to beat Borderlands 3. Yes. I think that might work. That might work. If people actually have like the passion and money to it, and it could be good. Could be good. Warframe should add a kick option to remove teammates from the squad. However, to countermeasure misuse, actually let me reread this. Warframe should add a kick option to remove teammates from the squad. However, to counter misuse of it, kicking the person should come at a cost of 10 platinum. Warframe needs to reintroduce the Conclave score to determine the power level of your squad mates. However, instead of the Conclave measuring the strength of your mob builds, it should attribute points based on fashion, as fashion is the true endgame. The Clan Dojo should have a legendary decorative piece that can only be built at the cost of 10,000 platinum. Given that Oberon Deluxe is basically a tree, if an Oberon and Wukong team up, Wukong should occasionally climb Oberon. Wow. Because monkeys climb trees, of course. Operators should age with in-game hours and die. Wow. When your operator dies of old age, all progress is reset. Damn, that's dark. That's dark. You know, people been asking for operators to age. I mean, if you want operators to age, you gotta accept that if they age, they'll die. Unless of course they take Centric brand energy soda, get energized, stay young, stay fit. It's not really a thing. You can't buy it. Sadly, you can't buy it. Also, we're 7 minutes away. Almost there. Almost there. Focus points should disappear over time, as it is impossible to constantly be focusing on everything at the same time. Since operators can control any Warframe, once you go out of your Warframe in a public mission, other players should be able to take it over from you. Now that we've liberated Deck 12, the Slayer should start working on an effective weapon to take down the final spider on the plains of Venus. Since we don't know anything about the spider at all, constructing a giant newspaper to smack it would be the most effective measure. The Tenno Daily. Yellow spider, our guns. Blue spider, hot things. Like hot items, like hey. And black spider, the Tenno Daily. Buff. I'd love that. If at the start of the war within... Oh, I think we've already had this one. In order to keep the cinematic fight with Ash, now that his blade storm has been changed, all his other abilities should come with an extended cinematic cutscenes that last for 30 seconds at least when they're cast. I actually wasn't opposed to like the blade storm cinematics. That did take you out of the game, but it felt like cool. When a Banshee and Octavia team up, Banshee should be able to amplify Octavia's abilities. Take multiple Banshees and you'll blast everyone away. It's 3 o'clock already. Did we start at 3:03 or 3:05? I don't remember. Let's see how far we go. If teamed up with an Ember, Frost Snow Globe should slowly meld over time. I mean, honestly, Warframe synergy should be done a lot more. Like, if I walk through fire with my Ember, it always, like, super irritates me that, like, she gets damage. It's like, bitch, you're being fueled by flames. You walk through flames, you get, like, burned? It's like, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely zero sense. So, yeah. I mean, if Pokemon taught me one thing, is how elements work with each other. And that grass will take down water, and fire will take down grass, and then water will take down fire. And we should have that too. I think Oberon would be our grass Warframe. We should have a good grass Warframe that should be as the starters and that no one will pick. And I will put like Ember and Hydra. Actually, I don't know if putting Hydroid at the start of the game will have people choose it. So maybe we should make the grass Warframe Hydroid. During defection, rescue targets should occasionally trip or be too scared to move in order to make the game more realistic and exciting. Yay! Because we all like defection. Our guns need to have a longer equip time. Oh, because it's not long enough. And even go into slow motion to enhance the epic feeling of equipping a big, mediocre gun. Yes! Boom. Look at me. I'm equipping this massive thing, which is actually not that good, but I'm forced to use it, and oh, I'll die. Our guns are not my favorite thing. Actually, probably tell. Whew. Arc Melee. Arc Melee is the only thing in the game that cannot be used in regular Warframe. Poor Arc Melee. Poor Arc Melee. The new War's Climax battle should be fought in Warframe's very best fighting mode, Frame Fighter. Frame Fighter is still totally relevant to this day. So many people play it. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Orders should be scattered into the actual Savlon fragments, which means that as long as you don't have all fragments, you should not have Ordis. Honestly, Ordis' story is actually pretty good. I would advise you to go after the fragments. But yeah, it's what it is. It's what it is. You know what? Why don't I use the remaining 2 minutes to tell you about how to get something nice? Because, you know, I'm kind of done with the unpopular opinions. Some of them are really, really good, okay? And as long as I keep talking and the clock keeps singing. We might have started at 3, we might have started at 5. I think we started at 5. Well, okay. So, no one can complain because we're still talking in this video. Let's take this as an extra long bit towards the final opinion. But, okay, so, if you want to win... Oh... Actually, I should probably just let myself do the talking. So this week, both Loki Prime and Full Prime were released from the Prime Fold. That means that there are 2 great Primes out there, and I want you to have them. So this time, I'm not giving away just one of them, but I'm giving away both Loki Prime and Full Prime with the help of Warframe. They're both very good frames and will come with another Prime item, 400 Platinum, and a lot more stuff. If you want to get them, be subscribed to the channel and tell me who your favorite Avenger is in Warframe Endgame, which who knows when that will ever come out. But let me know anyway, and don't forget to add your in-game name and platform as well. And I think that we've now arrived at 1 hour. Guys, make sure to drink your Cyneric Energy Soda and comment for the folded Prime Axes. I'll be seeing you guys around when I am YouTube famous. By the way, if you guys didn't know, this was just one giant meme. I don't really believe all of these opinions. Don't take them too seriously.